One by one you have to take out. Am I making noise? If the child wants to take out, allow the child. Okay? Just take out all the spindles. Okay. Now, as the child, which number is this? Till here it's a preparation. Sorry. Okay. Till here it's a preparation. Till how to take out and keep it on the work mat. Okay. Now the presentation starts. You need preparation part. You need it. Display. Yeah, the two boxes are kept one beside the other in succession. Okay, first you have to put the first box and the second box one beside the other. You can't put one box here as you were discussing. Maybe one box in LKG, one box in UKG. In Mont 1 we are using first box, Mont 2 we are using second box. Then what is the use? So, one beside the other in succession means like this. See, you can touch, you can teach, but when it comes here 9 spindles will be there. When you touch, you'll make a lot of noise. Okay, here 1, 2 will be there. Okay, but when you have 8, 9, 10, see, just see here we have 5. Is it possible to take out? You just try it out. Okay. Can you? No. Why? Because you may think, why Montessori method? Ma'am is telling you have to use your thumb, first you have to push it, then you have to hold it. Why? Because for each and everything we have a reason. No? So she is, doubt, really it's good. Now she experienced it. So we can't. Only 5 are there. She couldn't take it out. When it will be 8, 9, then no, we can't. So what we can't do, why to try? If you can't eat fish, simply why to try and waste of your money and the health, everything. No, what you can eat, you have to eat that only. So what is possible, we'll do that. What is not possible, no need to experiment. Okay, it is not possible. Good. She had a doubt, why can't we take like this? Yes. You can't. Okay, here you can. When you have 1 or 2 spindles, you can. But when the number increases, you can't do it. Got it? Why? Yes. Your display. The 2 boxes are kept one beside the other. The 2 boxes are kept one beside the other in succession. In succession. Okay. The box of rubber band. The box of rubber band is kept near the spindle box. Is kept near the spindle box. Is kept near the spindle box. Yes, invitation. Shall we see how to work with spindle box, or shall we see how to count the spindles? Okay. separation. Ask the child to unroll work mat at the place of presentation. Ask the child to unroll work mat at the place of presentation. Go along with the child. Go along with the child to the place of display. Go along with the child to the place of display. And introduce him. And introduce him. These are spindle boxes. These are spindle boxes. Okay, whatever direct speech, you have to write it in a double inverted comma. Okay, these are spindle boxes, and indicate to first box indicate to first box and say to him, now we are going to take this box. Now we are going to take this box. Okay, next, show him how to hold and carry the box, without moving spindles, and without making any noise. Without moving spindles and without making any noise. Ask him to place the spindle box on mat. Ask him to place the spindle box on mat. Introduce him the rubber band box. Introduce him the rubber band box. And ask him to carry that box also. Ask him to carry that box also. Okay. Till now, we introduced and we brought it. Now, how to take out the spindles. Okay. Now show him, next paragraph you can write. Now show him how to take out the spindles. How to take out the spindles from box without making noise. Without making noise. Okay. See, we saw only one type of taking out, right? So, if it is like this means, okay, with your index, see when it will be like this, you are just pushing with your thumb. When it is attached to the, or it is towards the back wall, with your index finger, just you have to raise the spindle and you have to hold it with your thumb. Both the ways, okay? One way, when it is towards the front wall, with your thumb you are just pushing it and you are just holding. Otherwise, with your index finger, you have to push it and you have to hold with your thumb. Yeah, rubber band will afterwards. Okay? While carrying, you are telling. While carrying also, no, see. Can I carry like this? Is looking fair when I carry like this? Okay, I'll carry. The child, no? He carries. When you say the child, you have to carry without making noise. See? Without making noise also, I can carry it. When somebody doesn't say, okay, when your husband doesn't say, today you put some masala less. My stomach is not well. Until unless he says, you will do your work. So until and unless somebody says to us, we need this. Okay, see, the child is a social person. Whenever the child behaves, maybe here we are sitting. Okay, it's like that, it's a society, and what we are doing, it should not disturb the other people. We can't scream, we can't shout here. Because we are dealing, today we are dealing this Montessori. When you are dealing rhyme stories, that time you have to sing loud and all those things will be there. When we are in Montessori class, our noise, our voice, whatever it is, it should be very much audible to only the people who are sitting in this room. I should not disturb the other. It depends what you are doing, where are you. Even our behaviors also, no? When we are at home, our behavior is totally changed. When we are at school or when we are at some working place, we know where to behave, how to behave. So, indirectly we are teaching the child. It's not like that only for the spindle boxes. Even while walking, know how to walk when we are doing EPL, maybe long back, 3 months back. So even that time we taught the child, while walking you should not make any noise. Even here also, when you say to the child, when you carry spindle boxes you should not make any noise, then this concept is going to adopt in all the cases. Wherever he works, whatever the material, he will not make noise. That becomes his habit, and even throughout his life, at least he will be conscious about not making noise. That is very important. That is Montessori method. Indirectly we are teaching all these things. Okay, rubber band also we are going to put. That will tell why rubber band. Okay, rubber band is not for making noise. While carrying, see, if I just we have to show how to remove the rubber band, how to tie with the rubber band. If you are using rubber band, you have to show that also. How to hold and how to tie with the rubber band. Okay. Yes. Now show him how to take out the spindles from box without making any noise. Okay, there are two ways you can write down. By pushing the spindle with the help of thumb, by pushing the spindle with the help of thumb against the wall, lift it and hold it with thumb and index. With thumb and index. This is the one method. Or put the index finger and push it towards wall. Put the index finger and push it towards the wall. Lift it and hold it with index and thumb fingers. Lift it and hold it with index and thumb fingers. Got it? Till the preparation. Now we have taken out all the spindles. Okay. Now don't share the child this, we are not putting here anything. Don't do all these things. Okay, forget about this. Now, which number is this? 1. Okay. So, this is 1. Okay, once again, presentation. Now, indicating to the number on the wall, okay, as the child, what is this? 1. So, now here is 1. Okay, just with your thumb and index, you have to, okay, which number is this or what is this? 2. Okay, this is 1. This is 2, or this is 1, this is 1, 1, 2, okay, this is also 1, this is also 1, when it comes together it becomes, okay, you can say like this, this is 1, this is 1, now 1, 2, okay, now the child will understand 2 means 2 separate identical parts. 2 is not a same number, it's a number, whole number, 2 is a whole number, but that 2 contains 2 different objects. Got it? So, here if you want, from the box, you can show the child how to tie with rubber band. See, you can tie like this, okay, and you can put it together. Okay, that's it. Okay, now, which number is this? This is 1, again this is 2, 3. Now the child will understand, yes, 1, 1, 1, next 3, 1, 2, 3. Again if you want, take the rubber band, tie it and you can keep it, okay, 1, 2, 1 by 1. See, when you tie it, the child will know. 2 means together, 2 items together. That concept also we can teach along with this rubber band. Or else if you are putting individually, you have to count. 2. If the child wants, allow the child to continue. Okay, if the child asks, ma'am, we didn't put anything here. Okay. Child will ask, as you are asking, even the child will ask, we are not putting anything here. So you have to say, just you have to say to the child, this is 0. We are not going to put anything. That's it. Don't explain anything. This is 0. We are not going to put anything. If the child asks, or else you don't say anything. Okay, then 4. Okay. In the same manner, after this suggestion you can give to the child, in the same manner, you can work with the other box also. Okay, first let him work with this perfectly, then let him take out the second box, work with this, here he can work. Any doubts? Yeah, it's a preparation. From indicating, just you have to ask the child, what is this, what is this? Yeah, that is the presentation means only the purpose of this activity. Till that time it's a preparation. Because the child should know how to take it out, everything. That is called preparation. We are preparing the child for this activity. Once he knows how to take out everything, then it comes up as a presentation. Any doubts? Yeah, it's very much okay. Yeah, it's very much okay. See, that is only our duty. As an adult, we can show that, we can make the child understand. Okay, see, that's what we, maybe, you know, psychology. You attended so many classes, no, psychology classes. Whatever the child sees, that's going to register in their mind. So, here, why this method is totally different from the other methods? Because what do we do in intentional method? Simply 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, I've got an opportunity to teach the child. Okay, so I'm telling 1, 1, 1. 3 ones makes 3. Correct? Directly I can't teach. See, here so many things I'm discussing with you people, but those things I can't discuss with the child. I'm not going to talk anything. That's why, see, this is also 1. The child should understand this is 1. This is also 1. Right? This is also 1. But when you keep it together, it becomes 3. That is my concept. So, directly I can't tell the child, this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. If you make this, if you tie this or this, that, you can't tell. At least if you tell like this, the child will understand. Some children, yes, 1, 2, 3, they'll put it. But few children, if it is 9, we have to take 9 spindles. So, they'll count 1, 2, 3, separately they'll make it, yes. Again they'll count. Again, after that they'll keep it. They'll understand 9 means 9 separate spindles we have to keep. 4 means 4 separate spindles. Okay? While counting, they'll become conscious. That's going to register in their mind now. So it will be used later on when we do other activities. Okay, when you are telling, you can say, yes, 1, 1, 1 makes 3, or 1, 2, 3. When the child does, the child counts and they'll put. Okay, they won't even keep on the hand. Directly from here, they'll take 1, 2, 3. This is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is child's activity. Okay, that's what I am telling. When you are giving the presentation, your presentation will vary from one child to another child. Now we are dealing individually. When I am dealing for everyone, I am teaching in my way, so you are understanding. When you are dealing with, maybe if somebody will not understand, miss, I have to change my way of giving the presentation to her level. In the same manner, if the child is able to understand, what you can do. If the child is not able to, you have to teach him step by step. Got it? You can write the presentation. Yes. Points of interest. What may be the points of interest? Tying with rubber bands, taking out spindles from box. Okay. Control of error. Again, it is slicing, counting. Age of presentation 3.5. After sufficiently worked with number rods and cards. This goes in succession, one by one, one by one. Then only the child will understand in a better way. Your direct aim. To help the child have further opportunities to help the child to have further opportunities to associate quantities with their symbols. Their symbols. Okay, indirect terms same. To help the child prepare himself for the decimal system of numeration. Same what you have written. Any doubts regarding the spindle box? Okay. Now you are worried about 0. No? 0, 0, 0. What is 0? How to teach 0? Okay. So now the next one is 0 activity. Okay. There is no material for this. Okay. Now just see. Listen, this very easy thing, you can write it. Okay. Now the child has seen 0 in the spindle box. Okay. You can give invitation. You saw 0 in spindle box, right? Shall we see what is 0? Something like that. Okay. Invitation. Next, preparation. This is a small group activity. When you are introducing the 0, it will be at least you should have 4 to 5 children, or else in a traditional method you can have for 30 children also. Okay, it's a group activity. Ask the children to bring their sitting mats and sit on them. That's it. There is no material. While they are sitting, they have to sit on the sitting mat. Give them a ground rule. You know, language ground rule we have given, no? Whom I will ask, only they have to answer. Yes, any doubts? Okay, that is a ground rule. Okay, then presentation, you have to give different commands for different children. Okay, now I will say Padma, clap 5 times. Okay, Paramita, blink your eyes 2 times. Eyes. Okay, in the same manner you have to give the commands. Okay, in between Chaitra, jump 0 times. Just, yeah, jump 0 times. What will you do now? What will you do? What she does now? What she did? She doesn't know what is 0. See, simply she'll stand. So now I will tell 0 means we are not doing anything. Got it? Okay? She doesn't know 0, or if she knows 0 also, they won't do anything. Okay? In the same manner, go on giving the commands. At least if you have 4 or 5 children, each and everyone should get 1 0 activity, 1 0 command. For this you need to prepare what they can do. Okay, maybe you can keep 1 ball. Okay, throw the ball 5 times to the one child, or whatever the activity you can do. See, this activity you can continue for many days unless the child understands this concept. Don't leave the children whenever they are free. Maybe what happens in preschools and in the small schools, if it is a big school, big stream school, okay, children they will go in the bus and everything. But small schools, parents they have to come and pick up. So maybe if 2-3 parents are late today, only the 2-3 children will be sitting in the outside, maybe in the corridor or something. Maybe you have to sit along with them till they go. That time also you can do this activity. This activity, phonics activity, in language, which is the first sound, last sound. So in those times also you can do these activities. See, small children, no, if you tell 10 times clapping, 1, 2, 3, they'll get tired, they'll lose the interest. Okay, it's not like that you can't give command for 9, 10, you can give, but what happens? Even you try with your friends. After that, in the practical time, you try with your friends, you tell him to do continuously for 10 times. What happens? Okay? As long, that's what we say, as long as child is interested to do the activity, continue. As long as child is interested, give the commands. Once if the children lose their interest, whatever you tell, it doesn't goes to their mind. Method is different, but children are children, wherever you go. No? So, keep the, even commands also, not only jumping, clapping, blinking, or other, any action words you can write it down and you can give. It is more interesting. Suddenly you have to give 0 command. All of a sudden, 0 times. Then they'll stand. Now the children will understand 0 means nothing. We are not going to do anything. That's why in the spindle box we didn't put any spindles in the 0 box. Got it? Any doubts? Now you only commands. See, there as a child, see, Geeta, will you blink your eyes 0 times? Then the child will stand like that. Then you have to tell the child, 0 means we are not doing anything. See, it depends, you can write. Okay, that's why just I have given you this. You write your own presentation however you want. Just you have to give the commands. Now, the child should understand that when we say 0 times, it means absence of quantities. That's what the child should understand. It's not, we are not playing anything. Through this game, this is a game, we are not playing, this is just a game where we are making the child to understand the 0 concept. 0 means absence of quantities, that's it. Yeah, it's there. Social control of error. Yes, direct aim. Age of presentation after spindle box. Direct aim to help the child experience with his whole being, WHOLE, experience with his whole being intellectually and emotionally, intellectually, INTELLECTUALLY, intellectually and emotionally, that 0 signifies emotionally, that 0 signifies nothing, or absence of all quantities, or absence of all quantities. Indirect aim to help the child exercise control over his emotions control over his emotions by the efforts of will, W-I-L-L, will, guided by his intelligence. Efforts of will guided by his intelligence. Second point, to help the child realize that even actions can be counted. Even actions can be counted. Yes. Next, is this enough? This activity is enough for the child to understand zero count? For that mark, we will teach later on. Forget about that thing. I am talking about only zero. Yes, can you suggest me? Zero children. Okay. Then anything else? Okay. Yeah. In the same manner, okay, this is chit game. Chit. Okay. That's why I am asking your suggestions. If you think, yes, I can do this, you can just make a note of it and you can write it in your presentation. At the end of the presentation, you can write it and you can keep it, because these doesn't have any materials. These are the Montessori ideas for zero game. Zero, to make the child to understand that concept. Why? See, we have taught 1 to 10. In 10, the child has seen 1 and 0 makes 10. But in the spindle box, there is a 0. When 0 is alone, there is no value. Got it? See, that directly you can't tell to the child. No, directly if I tell to the child, what he'll understand? No, that's why we are playing, we are doing with the activities. Okay? Here we have a chit game. Okay? Very easy. What you have to do? You have to take one pouch. In that, you have to take a number slips. You have to just write the numbers 1 to 9 separately. 1, 2. You can fold it. We'll play, no, the chit game. No? Okay, in the same manner, take the chits, write 1, 2, 3 in separate and fold it or roll it, keep it in a pouch. Okay, that is one part. The other part, so 1 to 9 means how many we need? Materials, quantities, 45. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, 45 we need. Okay, so in a bowl, okay, we'll get no beets or beans or powder we call no chaulis. We'll play now with that. Whatever it is, okay, it will be little big enough. Don't take small one. Okay, in one bowl you can take beans or something, beads, big beads or marbles, whatever it is. Okay, that is all the material. Got it? The materials. Okay, that is the material. Then you have to display this, because for each and everything we need to prepare a material. This material you can prepare, no? So, in a pouch, so you just write down material description. Material description. In one pouch, we have chits from 1 to 9 and 0 The chits can be rolled or folded. The chits can be rolled or folded. In another pouch, we have loose identical objects of same numbers. They should be attractive. Like beads, beans, etc. Anything. But you should be careful when you are taking the marbles. So they are displayed along with spindle box. They are displayed along with spindle box. Now what you have to do? Preparation, you know, ask the child to sit on their sitting mats and bring the pouch. Okay. Yeah. No ground rule for this. Now, first what you have to do? Take the bowl of chits or a pouch of chits to each and every child. Okay, to be in a mixed form. Okay, so one child may get 3, the next one will get 5, the next one will get 9, the next one will get 7. Like that, first distribute all the number chits. Okay, then take the pouch which has quantities, beads or something. Go to the first child. Ask the child which number do you have. The child says 3. Ask him to take that many quantities. Go to the next one. So now he has to count and take that many numbers. Okay. What about the child who has 0? No, in between maybe after these 3, he will not take any because 0 is there. He can't take anything. So, now after taking everything, now you ask one child, which number you have got? 3. How many beads you have? 3. Which number you got? 5. How many beads do you have? 5. Which number you have got? 0. How many beads do you have? I don't have any beads. So, 0 means nothing. Okay, in the same manner, activity continues. Now you change the chits. Okay, then make it ulta palta. You start from here. So like that. Now what happens? Now the child will learn the counting also. Association of numbers as well as 0. So like this you have to make the child perfect with 0 concept as well as association of numbers and quantities. Till 1 to 10 we have done. Now we start with the other things. It will be easy for the child to understand now, because these are the basic. 1 to 10 is the basic way the child should understand. Okay, along with this you can do the other activities also. That's what chit game or 0 activity. For 0 asked you people. Say any other activity. See, simply don't say 0 means nothing, this, that. Okay, don't do so many activities. This only you continue for as long as possible, at least for 1 week, 2 weeks. It's really interesting because so many will be there, they'll count, they'll take, small children, no? Again, here itself if the child makes any mistakes in counting, you can find out. Maybe you are done, maybe first time she'll do wrong. First time maybe she'll say 3 number and she'll take 4 beats. Again second times if she repeats the same, then the child does not got this concept. Then you can go back and you can teach from the spindle box. Why spindle box? Because we have a long spindle. It's a long, you can see, visual sense is more important. Starting with the big one and ending with the small one. Okay, if you think in all this manner, you'll understand, yes, why are we giving all these things? What is the use of teaching these things? Okay, yeah. Alone, spindle box is alone. Everything individual. You are not taking only group activities. That's why I am telling it's a group activities. If it is individual, maybe as she doesn't know, in a group activity she is not doing. But I have to teach her alone. Again I can't bring her to the group. Once she finishes, once she is doing spindle box properly, then again I will include her in the group activity. Okay, here we can understand each and individual child, each and every one, whether they have understood or whether they are counting properly, whether they are associating it properly, whether they are understood properly. Maybe 0, the child takes 2. The child has got 0 chit, but he is taking 2. Don't tell that time anything. After that you ask, which number you have got? 0. How much you have taken? It's a group activity, 2. Is it correct what she has taken? The other children what they'll do? They'll say no. 0 means you should not take anything until she has taken 2. Something they'll say. Again you can explain them. 0 means you should not take anything. I think we'll teach. Beginning we don't. First we did sandpaper figures, right? First what we did? Number rods. Okay, the child should know what is 1, what is 2, what is 3. Then we are done with sandpaper figures. Now the child knows how the symbol forms with the tracing. Again we did with number rods and cards, association. Again we did spindle box. After spindle box, now we are introducing 0. Here you can introduce if you want. If the child is really not getting 0, here you can introduce 0. After spindle box, you can introduce that 0 figure. That time we don't introduce 1 to 9. After that, if you need the child should get the 0, you can introduce 0 through the sandpaper. How to form? Now you can see, you can say, see Now you know what is 0. After this 0 activity, you know what is 0. Shall we see how to write 0? So you have to write 0 like this. Amazing. How you write? They'll follow. Few schools, yes, they follow this also. See, that's what I told. How you follow in your school, you have to teach like that only. If you're following this method, your sandpaper figure will be in this form only. When you're teaching in the other form, your sandpaper figure will be in the other form. Even alphabet also. If you're teaching print one, your sandpaper will be printed. If you are teaching cursive, your sandpaper letters will be cursive. After that, here is explosion to reading, because when it comes to reading, it will be in a printed form. All those things we have to teach to the child. Yes, till here any doubts? Wait. Chit game, right? The same. Lies in child's counting. Child has to count no here. Chit game, the child is counting. It lies in counting. See, if you think 5 children are there, okay, just think 1 to 9 and 0 I told numbers in a pouch. I have only 5 children. What to do now? Sorry. No, in the chit game. In the chit game, I have only 5 students. Okay, if that is the case, don't ask for other children to come. If you have only 5 children, select any 5 card numbers, maybe 2, 6, 7, 9, along with that 1, 0. If you have 3 children also, not a problem. 2 numbers and 1, 0. Okay, like that. See, if you have 30 children, you can make a group. 10 children. Okay, for 10 children you can distribute the numbers. Maybe marbles or beads, whatever. They can say at least one will get 0. This group will understand. Then move on to the next group. Okay, even in traditional method you can follow. If you have enough time with you. Just 2 minutes break. Okay, I'll arrange the materials by that. Use your do the cards. 2 minutes.